Go to the control panel and go to this, and I can go to docs and select chat. Alright. Well, with this out of the way, we're gonna get this show on the road. Now I've heard I changed the screen recording to OBS instead. I heard it's a really good software when it comes to making live streams and screen recording your stuff. But I never actually gotten a chance to use it. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to do that. That's weird. That's weird. Why is it scaled so big? Yeah, again, I'm still new to this kind of stuff. So if anyone else knows about OBS, be sure to let me know. And I will do my best to try and get this fixed. Oh, I think this is meant to adjust it. Oh. Just wow. I'm learning so much about this. I think I might use this from now on. If you guys want to see more of this, let me know. Okay, just let me get adjusted to this real quick, because again, I'm still kind of new. I think there, that should be good. There. Anyways, like I was saying, before all this happened, how you guys doing? Is it going good? Is it going bad? Like, how's it going? So anyways, oh, yeah, this is much better. And I'm using Lonely Screen instead, because the last program was too glitchy. This is much smoother. I can go at my own pace. Usually it starts lagging, but this one, this is good. This is the icing on the cake for me. Just beautiful. Once everything is all set. Okay, everything is all set. Now it's time to start drawing. Hang on. You need to set up a broadcast, manage broadcast. Select existing. There we go. Is Tyler your brother? No, not really. And, yeah, sorry Aaron, but Tyler is not my brother. I would tell you, but I don't want to ruin my brother's image, so I'm gonna keep his name a secret. But still, glad you can make it, Aaron. Sorry if you can hear my parents in the background. They're just watching a video with my brother. Alright. Let me just back this up real quick. Hang on. Yeah, I'm sorry. Again, I'm still new to OBS, so I don't know all the do's and don'ts. So if anyone else knows how to use OBS, let me know how to use it so I can use it properly. There, that's much better. What did I do? So now, I'm gonna make a new vector layer. Don't worry about that notification, everybody. Anyways, now it's time to begin drawing. Yeah, if you saw one of my latest videos, you probably would recognize how I'm doing the artwork. I'm doing messy line art. In case some of you guys are new, messy line art is like a special type of vector line art that some artists use to get clean drawings. Like, it may look ugly, but that's only because of the unwanted extrusions. But when those unwanted extrusions are erased, you get this beautiful piece of artwork. Now, I forgot to tell you guys this, but I'm also starting commissions. Yep, commissions for artwork. So if you guys ever want a new piece of art, just let me know. You can contact me on YouTube, you can contact me on TikTok, you could even contact me on my X account. You can even contact me on my X account if you wanted to. But yep, I'm open to do all commissions. So far, I'm starting to get used to new art styles, so the styles are kind of limited. I mainly do teenage robot style artwork. So that's the main thing I'm going to be focused on while creating these commissions. I even do a bit of Powerpuff Girls here and there, in case you saw, like my sort of what if mock-ups of what a crossover would look like. That was originally done by Yin Yang Geo, by the way, which I really recommend checking out. His art is just beautiful. Like, just the icing on the cake. So far, so good. Wait, top fans? Oh, 25 experience points. That's kind of weird. But like I said, I'm still new. Let me just add an extra live control panel. Okay, maybe not. So, oh, you know what would really go good? With some music, like some calming kind of music. Oh, who's Tyler Robinson? By Michael Myers? I have no clue. to be honest, I don't even know who that is. But if you could give me a little more clarity on who he's supposed to be. I mean, I may be a Robinson, but I'm definitely not sure who Tyler Robinson is. So you guys will have to give me some clarity on him, alright? Because I'm sorry, but I have no idea who he is. But still, Michael Myers, even though I don't watch horror movies, I think you're doing just fine in your movies. Or somewhat. I'm not sure. I'm not a fan of horror movies, unfortunately. Because I'm a bit of a wuss compared to other people when it comes to stuff like that. And I'm sorry, but I just don't do horror movies. I think I might as well just play some music. Hang on, everybody. I'm just gonna put on some music. Huh? Don't worry about that notification, everybody. It's just a little error. Just give me 1 sec to put on some music. It's an ad. I hate it when I get ads. There. Now that I turned some music on, now it's time to get back to the artwork. But also, if some of you guys are new, like I said, all you have to do is just you just have to send in your questions. And I'll do my best to answer them. It could be about my social life, it could be about my current status, it could be about any upcoming projects, like, you name it. Just be sure to send in your questions. And those of you wondering who this character is, well, if you've seen you guys on YouTube might not know this, but I actually have a special series called Among Us Recreation, an sort of anime live action that's, in my opinion, I did right. Because most live action anime could go into the realism and forget about the 2D effects. I'm more like the 2D optical effects, just like actual live action tokusatsu movies. Like, for example, like the Heisei Godzilla movies, those included 2D optical effects. Especially with Godzilla's atomic breath, that's all 2D. And it's just beautiful to look at. And don't worry, I'm only using OBS to just display my iPad screen. But what is it about? Anyways, back to what I was saying before. Among Us Recreation is supposed to be my interpretation of a live-action anime series where the effects are all 2D. Just like you would expect from like those tokusatsu or Japanese special effects sort of movies. Like I said before, the Heisei Godzilla movies and stuff like that. But, and this is a big but, I made a few changes into how the characters were portrayed in the series. Instead of just doing like running around and doing tasks, these crewmates are actually intergalactic heroes who battle the imposters and attempt to contain all the peace and serenity in the universe. Because they live in a world where everybody's at peace. And also, they're Saiyans. Yeah, I know. But they're not like Dragon Ball Saiyans. As like the Universe 6 Saiyans, they lived without the need for tails, which is why they don't have them here. Now you might be asking, why am I adding these lines? Well, it's because back on when Rough Draft Korea animated their shows in 4:3, they only need to clean up what's going to be on screen. They don't need anything else. Everything else is just going to be like out the window. Just kind of like that. So they add these lines to indicate where the shot is supposed to go off screen or be cut off. Think of it like those cells that usually were hand drawn and stuff like that. When they were like hand painted, they kind of just moved in just in the area where it was going to be visible. Everything else just kind of cuts off, which can result in some weird looking paintings. But still, it's beautiful. Oh. Kaneda Bros? Hi. Hello. What are you doing? Oh. Hi, Kaneda Bros. I'm just drawing and answering questions. And in case you're wondering what I'm drawing, this character is an OC that I made named Red. His real name is actually I can't reveal that just yet because I want to keep it a surprise. So yeah, but you could just call him Red. And the reason why I called him that is because his shirt is actually red in color. Why? I just wanted to come up with a creative name. Because think about it. The crewmates get their names from the shirt colors they wear. So Red has a red shirt. If you saw my promotion, it looks so good so far. Aw, thanks. I'm glad you like it so far. But I am nowhere close to done. I still got a lot more to do before calling it done. But I'm glad you like it so far. And I'm also glad you could join us. Yep. So far you seem to be a top fan. I'm surprised that I even have fans. But, oh, thanks for the hearts. I really could have used some hearts because I've been kind of in a rut lately. But the reason why Red looks like this is because he is going to look like this because he and the crewmates end up in the world of Teenage Robot after an incident that occurred while they were in Orange's lab. But what kind of incident? I can't tell you because I want to keep it a surprise until the release of the prologue, which I haven't even continued to work on it yet because I haven't had the time to. But no, I subscribe and like. Aw, thanks. And that goes for you guys as well. If you guys want more content like this, be sure to like and subscribe. Or how I like to say it, blast that like button, smash the subscribe button, and give the notification bell a roundhouse kick. That way you get notified about my latest videos, regardless if it's like a YouTube video, a TikTok video, or even when I post something onto X, which my channel on X is called Star Spark Studios, in case people aren't aware. Now, why haven't I posted something related to this comic series? I've just been busy. Yeah, I've been busy. Because school started just last month, and because of the fact that we have school, I really haven't had time to work on the comic again. Because school comes first, and we have to get ready for star tests and stuff like that. So that's why I haven't posted much. Also, the reason why, do you go live a lot? Not much. But I do go live when necessary, because I don't want to overdo it. Because if I do lives every single day, it will kind of get dull, boring, and it'll be too constant. I'll lose subscribers, the view count will drop, and that's something I never want, ever. So that's why I don't go live as much. I only go on when necessary. What's good? Well, hello, Super Zion George the YouTuber. I'm glad you could join the party, man. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I'm not using OBS to do the live stream. I'm just doing it so I can screen record what's on my iPad. Because to be honest, I kind of prefer this. It's faster, quicker, and there's barely any issues. It looks good. Thanks. Keep up the hard work. You know I will. Because I'm never stopping drawing. Until my lungs give out, I'm not stopping. And also, thanks for the thumbs up. Oh, you are having a good day? That's good, Super Zion George. I also like the username, by the way. It's unique. Oh, and also, here's a little something about the soundtrack for My Life as a Teenage Robot and Among Us Recreation. The soundtracks are used, I never actually composed. I just take it from the I kind of use them from the... I kind of use the... How do I put it? Oh yeah, I use the CapCut sound effect. I use the CapCut library when it comes to the sounds. When it comes to the sounds and scores I use, I just give them names and descriptions and how they're going to be played. But besides from that, that's basically all there is. I don't compose any because I'm a character artist. I am no composer. But hey, here's the deal. If any of you composers out there want to contribute to my comic series, give my YouTube channel a watch and be sure to comment on it. I'll be happy to reach out to you as soon as I can. Oh, thanks. You're welcome, Super Zion. I draw, but it's not as good. It's mostly anime. Oh, well, here's the thing. My comic series is heavily inspired by anime. Mostly Dragon Ball, which I just love the adventurous and high quality fight sort of tone it has with the show. Like I've seen a few episodes, and that's all I really do when I watch the show. But besides from that, it's heavily inspired, and I mean heavily inspired by Dragon Ball. But I do use other anime as inspiration, it's just not as common. And also, here's a quick tip on how I draw my characters. I draw my characters in the way Alex Kerwin would have designed them. And in case you don't know who he is, he's the guy that gave Teenage Robot its style and identity. So he definitely should be the guy to thank for giving the show its charming art style. I'm also inspired... Oh, so are you trying to make your own manga book? Well, it's actually a comic series, but yeah, I guess you could say it like that. But I'm keeping production of this comic series under tight wraps so I can give everybody a surprise. I just want Sonic and Mario to be respectful to Tails and Luigi, because they get ready for player 2. Oh, well, they are respectful. It's just an alternate. I just portrayed the characters differently in that video just to pay respects to the original song. There's another ass, folks. Sorry about this.
Qualified buyers get 1.75% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2025 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places.
As I was saying, yeah, I only made them act that way to pay tribute to the original Ready Player 2 song. They never really treat him like that, I swear. Mario actually treats Luigi like his actual brother. I mean, they really are brothers. But also, Tails gets treated great. Like, if you see the official Sega Sonic the Hedgehog YouTube channel and go to Tails Tube and you see scenes of Sonic and Tails in it, or even better, the games, they actually get along just fine. It's almost like older brother, younger brother relationship. Let's see. How many comics have you made? If I spelled it right. So far, I haven't made any that are public. But I do have one. I do have one sort of comic, but it's kind of incomplete. And plus, I'm a lazy artist. So, I pretty much almost discontinued it. But also, here's the thing. Before Among Us Recreation versus My Life as a Teenage Robot was even a thought in my head, there was going to be an Amphibia and Dragon Ball comic. Can I see? Of course. I still have those. But yeah, before I wanted to work on Among Us Recreation versus My Life as a Teenage Robot, there was going to be an Amphibia and Dragon Ball crossover comic series. This is sort of what the comic sort of looks like, as it doesn't have that much storytelling in it, and I've yet to add the speech bubbles. It's kind of incomplete.
That looks pretty good. So I'm guessing it was unmade?
Actually, it was, but I actually did make the comic. I just only made one page because that's all I had time for, and I had a lot of schoolwork to get to, so I didn't really have that much time to do more. It's really good. Thanks. I'm surprised I could still even do Sonic the Comics art style after all these years. And yes, even though Sonic the Comic doesn't introduce a successor to Super Sonic 2 because it was canceled or something like that, I think. So yeah, basically I just kind of quit halfway through. But like I said before, there was going to be an Amphibia and Dragon Ball crossover comic series. But why was it unmade? Dragon Ball's art style was kind of hard to get the style down right. So, and combining it with the already complex cow art style that Amphibia uses, I just didn't see the appeal of it working out. Like, sure, it's heavily inspired by anime, but the story already has an effective conclusion, and there are many fan continuations of it, so I'm pretty sure mine would just be nonsensical. So I ended up scrapping it before I could even continue the first chapter. Because the comic kind of ends as soon as Goku ends up in the world of Amphibia during the final battle against I forgot what the final boss of the series was. I think it's the core or something like that. But yeah, he kind of ends up in the world of the hardest thing, the series finale of Amphibia. And the comic just kind of ends there. I used to draw, but after I was making videos, I forgot about drawing. Well, I could say the same. I haven't drawn ever since I started the YouTube channel. I kind of stopped drawing for a while. I just focused more on making content, and I almost forgot. But then I put pen to paper again, and the rest is history. I continued drawing, and I still got a large fan base. I like to make edits. Ooh, me too, actually. What kind of software do you use? I use CapCut in all my edits and videos. But let me know what software you use. I'm 13 and I draw when I turn 12. And I drew when I turned 12. So I just make PNGs on my iPad. Oh, well that's a good place to start. It could, and in fact, maybe if you get older, it could actually get you hired. Because working with PNGs is a great way to start off your editing career. So yeah, it's a great start. All you have to do is just go from there. I make edits for YouTube. Alright. There we go. I meant like what kind of software do you edit with? I get that you do it for YouTube, but what kind of software? I think I might. Yeah, I might. Wait, that's what? Wait, what do you mean? Cap cut. Yeah? Oh yeah, cap cut. I almost read it wrong. Autocorrect can sometimes be a major issue. Oh wait, I wonder where you're going, Super Zion George. But hey, if you ever want to come back, let me know. I'll still be here. And don't forget, I'm also doing a Q&A, so you guys can send me y'all's questions. Nothing like some lo-fi music. It's calm, concealing, but I can go hardcore sometimes. Next up, my favorite part, rocks. Yep, this is the first time I ever actually drew rocks. No, not the rock, like actual, like rocks. Is this your hobby? Absolutely. I love creating art just for fun, improving my art style over the years. It just helps me become better as an artist. I'm a self-taught artist, so I sort of learned on my own. I did have to go to art class, but it didn't really help me that much. Because, again, I already learned a lot of stuff on my own. But the art class did help me out a little bit. What kind of hobby do you usually do? In case I'm wondering. Fishing. Oh, that's actually a pretty good hobby. Okay, I'm not that big of a fan of fishing, but I've heard it actually helps you with stress. But when it's not hot. Wait a minute, you fish in the cold? That's kind of a strange way to fish. I like it. Well, I'm trying to draw that peanut butter jelly time banana. Oh, alright. That's what you... Not... No. Okay. I think it's time I start using varieties in the brushes. I don't fish it in the cold. I like it when it's the right temperature of fresh outside. Okay. So not too hot, not too cold, just right. But for some of you guys who are new, I always draw using Clip Studio Paint. Even though the program is usually paid for, you usually don't have to pay it one time. You don't have to constantly redo your plan. It even has this mode called Doodle Mode where you can actually create doodles and stuff like that. And even though it says it doesn't save, that's clearly wrong because if it wasn't saved, none of my art would be archived like this. Yep. Oh. When I was young, I used to draw Thomas and Friends. Wait, no way! I used to love that show growing up. I love tuning in almost every morning, putting in the DVD, and just listening to that iconic doo-doo-doo-doo-doo Oh, I better not sing it. I don't want to get copyright struck or something like that because it's copyright. Sorry, Hit Entertainment. I'm pretty sure it's almost no more, I think. But it's a good thing that they got rid of All Engines Go. They already have Teen Titans Go. It's almost like it's trying to copy that. Just with engines and called it a day. I went live before, but I was age restricted. Oh. Is that a good or bad thing? Bad. Oh, I'm sorry. I've actually had... Yeah, but last year, Britt Allcroft passed away. She was 81. She made Thomas and Friends. Well, she did make the 98 series and ultimately ended up making it the way it is. But not for All Engines Go. Thank goodness she didn't work on All Engines Go. I mean, I hope she didn't. Such a failure. Such a poor excuse for a show, in my opinion. Sorry if I'm being rude to all you All Engines Go fans out there, but this is the truth. Yep, Britt Allcroft might be gone. I'm trying to catch a homeless cat. Oh. I hope you catch him. Even though I might not be a cat person, that doesn't mean you should be mean to them. Oh. Right now, but he or she keeps running away. Oh, been down that road before. We used to meet this cat named Gertie. Well, I called her Gertie in tribute to Gertie the dinosaur, which, despite being a silent film and coming out before my time, way before my time. I'm not that old. I'm only 15. But yeah, as it turns out, we don't know where Gertie went. She kind of disappeared after a while, almost like a ghost. So we thought that she died or something like that. But enough of that doom and gloom. And also, about that peanut butter jelly time thing. Oh, Sasha Bromavisa? Hi! I'm glad you could make it. Yeah, I might say dogs from the pound because those mean owners just send them there. Yeah, like Miss Bellum said, there is injustice in the world. But we can make a difference. We can stop littering, we can stop committing crimes. We can make the world a better place. Okay, why'd you scream? Why'd you scream, Sasha? I wonder why she screamed. Wow. Wow, what? What did I say? I love the drawing. Thank you. These drawings take up to at least an hour and 5 minutes. Oh. I was also heavily inspired by one of Dragon Ball's top animators, Naotoshi Shida. For those of you who aren't aware, he is the guy that's responsible for creating those wild, chaotic scenes that are fast, quick, and are stark in appearance. They're more sharp compared to the rounder, sort of stiff style. It also adds intensity, too. So my art is kind of inspired by that. Just a little bit, though. Not a whole lot. I see all of Dragon Ball Super. I haven't seen pretty much every single episode, nor have I read much of the manga, but I am taking notes and using stuff in my comic series. Also, I'm also a big fan of My Life as a Teenage Robot Rebooted and the My Life as a Teenage Robot fan base. The biggest fan base for Teenage Robot fans where they can go and sort of communicate. They even have a Discord server too. They even do annual competitions, like annual art competitions. And if you win the competition, you get a special emote that you can use whenever you talk to somebody. And how cool is that? Having your own custom emote that you can use on a Discord server. That is cool. I used to be on the Discord, actually, but I got banned from it because I promoted a video that wasn't Teenage Robot related. But before I got kicked out, I learned that the rebooted team made Jenny's broken voice from a broken Sega Genesis console. Yup, a Sega Genesis console playing the role of XJ9 herself. Some people might think, what? That's crazy. But nope, I'm not being crazy. It literally happened. And if you don't believe me, you can check out the Teenage Robot Rebooted episode, Activation Day, which is currently in part 1 and only in animatic. Me and my best friend Xavier used to play a Roblox Dragon Ball game, and we can't find it. Yeah, most Dragon Ball online games on Roblox are usually either not that good. Do you play good? Like play a lot, or play like video games and stuff like that? Yeah, like I said, these drawings usually take about an hour at least. Sometimes my artwork can get delayed and stuff like that because either I get busy, sidetracked, or have homework or something to do. Well, in 2023, I made a Thomas X Rosie drawings as Sonic characters. Wow. Man, you were cooking back then, weren't you? Huh? Ah, my computer shut off. Sorry, everybody. I didn't mean for my computer to shut off. But I really want to know where Sasha went. She was just here not that long ago, and now she's gone. She disappeared like a ghost or something. While I'm waiting for another question, I also forgot to tell you guys that my comic series is currently looking for different artists, illustrators, background artists, composers, sound designers, you name it. Like, there's a lot to do, and I don't want to have to do it all by myself. I wish I had a PC set. Well, follow your dreams. Because only you can make your dreams a reality, bud. No one else can besides you. How much? Wait, what do you mean, how much? Your setup and everything. To be honest, I think around. Oh, and the PC. Well, it came in. It didn't come all in one pack. It came in several boxes one Christmas. I don't know how much it costs, but if I had to put my best guess, it would probably be around 40 to 80 bucks. But remember, it's just an estimate and not the actual price. So far, have you ever played 99 Days in the Forest? Because that's based on a real story. I have no idea what that is. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Because I kind of quit playing Roblox a long time ago. But if it's not a Roblox game, then do excuse me. Now for my favorite VFX work, the shine and the electric balls of energy based off ball lightning. In fact, this is In fact, the ball lightning is so mysterious that not even scientists can crack out. I'm back. Where'd you go? It is, but I don't play it anymore because it had to get fixed. Wait, was it a horror game? Because if so, I'm not playing it. What you doing? I'm making the electric balls of energy. The technique that Red is performing here, I like to call collision buster. Oh, never mind. But yeah, the technique that Red is performing is called collision buster. How this technique works is that the user forms 5 individual energy spheres, or 4, in the palm of their hand. It is a little bit,
Yeah, baby.
but you say kids in the game. There are 4 kids.
She's a girl. What's her name?
Man, I hate ads showing up. But like I was saying, the attack is performed when the user forms 5 or 4 electric key spheres or energy spheres. Oh, hi, chat. Hi. But yeah, 5 or 4 individual electric energy spheres. Then they throw these, they concentrate their energy and form it in their fingertips. They throw these at the, I'm sorry about that. Sorry about the delay, but yeah. They fire these 5 or 4 spheres into the ground of their opponent. Hi in the chat. Hello. But these orbs actually sink into the ground and can't be detected by outside sources. Then all that needs to be done is that they clench their fists together, and these little orbs explode with massive force. That's enough to level out an entire city. So this technique is incredibly dangerous. And also, it is good. Thanks. And this is just the inking part. I never expected inking to... I watched Drake and Josh. I've actually heard about that before. And that their pilots currently lost media. Now that I got those done... Oh. What did I do? Yeah, but what irritates me is that the pilot episode was never found. Yeah, sometimes the pilots can be kind of lost media. But not mine. Because the prologue that I'm currently working on is actually the pilot for my comic series. Even though pilots are mainly meant for TV shows and stuff like that. Think of it as like an actual pilot. Cool. Was that meant to be cool? I meant to say cool. Oh, okay. Alright, it's looking pretty good, don't you think? Because this is what the art piece currently looks like. And compared to the sketch, I think I did really well on it. It looks nice. Aw, thank you. Now comes the best part. The coloring. I'm just gonna put these into a separate folder. I'll title this Colors. And I'll title this Line Art. Now I even got a color palette all set up for this character. Oh, oops. I almost forgot something. Red is supposed to have his arm. Now everything is all set. Set all these back to raster layers. Oh shoot. I know what I almost forgot. I try my best to make good sketches or drawings. Like I said, follow your dreams. I almost forgot the most tedious part of the process. Adding highlights and shadows. On my last few drawings, I used the shading assist tool. But this one requires full immediate attention. Dustin, my boy, you made it! What are you drawing? I'm drawing Red performing a technique called Collision Buster, which, in case you're new, involves the character individually forming 5 key spheres in the tips of their fingers. Then they launch these spheres into the ground of their opponent, sinking into the ground and becoming like a landmine. Then all they need to do is clench their fist, and these little spheres of energy explode with massive force, severely damaging the user the technique is performed on. Red, like when we do our fights, exactly, or your OC. Like we do our fights and my OC. So it's both. Oh, who sent the 100% and the heart? Interesting. Yeah, Dustin's my cousin. K and D. Hello. Now that everything is all set, it's time to begin the coloring. At long last. I'm also planning to be a street performer when I'm 14 or 15 and make my own Wild West Roblox game. Okay. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. Planning.
It's not always raining on the day.
No one cares about Uber. Ah. Wait a minute, I already have it. Or do I? No. Let me just go to color set. And increase the value. I'm also kind of scared of cows and bulls. Tell me about it. When they ever see the color red, they always get mad. So if my character ever encountered a bull, he would be running for his dear life. He'd be like, "Hello, Mr. Bull," and he would go like, "Wah," and he'd be like, "Oh crap, run!" Because he's wearing red. Oh crap, run! Is BB still mean to you? Because I'll tell him to stop at school. Nope. He's just fine. Yeah, just thinking about it. It is just awful. Yeah, I agree. Can't forget that red has brown paints. So far it looks beautiful. But talking back to strict teachers is the worst, like, the type of beating I would get. Like, I don't know where even to begin. I probably would not be here. Yeah, you really don't want to mess with teachers. They're not the people you want to mess with. And you know what they say? If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. Time to get rid of these colored lines. What? I'm just trying to imagine what would happen to me. And it's best not to think about it. Because the overall thought you just pulled out of your mind, that's just enough to picture it for you.
People can't even see what you're doing.
Yeah. That's why it's... Sorry.
You're
Sorry,
fine.
everybody. My mom's in here.
There. Can y'all see him better now? And what he's doing?
Yeah, by the way... Hey, Mama. Do you want to say anything to the live?
Hello.
Yep, that's my mother, everybody. Ah. This is why you should always color in the lines. This is an A plus. Aw, thanks. The A really helps. But yep, I'm doing commissions for people who want artwork from me. All you have to do is contact me on YouTube, TikTok, or X. I mainly do teenage robot artwork, so that's the style I usually stick to. But I do some Powerpuff Girl artwork from time to time, but not as common.
Of women experience leak.
Why has everything gone silent all of a sudden? Now here's a little tutorial for you. To add the glow, you duplicate the layer and put the luminosity down to 0. Then you go to the layer property and now you can change the color. Now, for my favorite step, we add smoothing. Adding smoothing to the line art makes it feel like it was actually done on pen and paper. I'm lying down. Okay. Now I managed to get auto actions from Gum. I'm trying to save an Aeroband guitar. Okay.
luxurious skincare has to be expensive.
Age Perfect Midnight Cream by L'Oreal Paris. A rich, hydrating texture helps repair skin barrier in just one night. 2 out of 3 women would switch from their luxury cream. Midnight Cream by L'Oreal Paris.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running. That's why at Granger, we're here for you. With professional-grade industrial supplies and fast delivery. Call, clickgranger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
A heart-melting crush is waiting for you on Tinder. It starts with a swipe.
Maybe one day I might do a Matthew and Friends and TMNT 2012, same year I was born, crossover. Man, you were born the same day as my brother. Now it's time for the background. I think it's time to switch it up.
McCormick is flavor sealed for fresh flavor.
Okay, now that that's done, well, that's good as heck. You know what they say. Oh, hang on. Now I can charge this. And now, you guys barely got to see this in the last video where I did a drawing process. But I'm going to make the colors a little more vibrant. This is exactly how I do my drawing process. All I'm doing right now is just adjusting the levels. Now I just need to make sure the aspect ratio is 16:9. Now I'm just going to duplicate this, add this as an overlay, drag it under here, add some extra brightness. Don't worry guys, this will be fixed. Bring it here, drop the feather down, and if you want, you could add a blend mode to it. Alright, just need to take another photo. And there we go, the drawing is complete. Now if we go here, that's strange, it crashed on me. Now a little comparison. Make sure it's still 16:9. Here's the rough sketch that I did. Here's the raw artwork. first compositing pass that I did in Clip Studio. And here's the final compositing pass. And there we go, all done. That's how you create beautiful art in Clip Studio. Even though it's not an animation software, even though it's a software that's not meant for animation, it's still beautiful to look at. So, yep. So far, I think this is the longest live stream I've ever done. So, before I get off the live, do you have any final thoughts about... So, before I get off, any final thoughts, chat? That looks pretty cool. Thanks. Well, that was awesome. Aw, shucks. That was... I'm glad you like it. So... anyone else? So far, no one else? Well, I'm just about to end the live stream. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. And...